rotate it back. Okay. I don't know why I have to do it this way. I hate doing it this way. I want to rotate it to the side and it won't let me. It's making me doing it long ways. I don't like doing it long ways. Do that, right? That'll work. Oops, turn all my lights off for the people in front of me. Hey, everyone. I haven't done a car rider line in so long. Hey, Brian Clad, I see you everywhere. It's funny because I was listening more to Judy Ron today than I was actively being in there because I was making good of my shakes before I came on my trip here to come get the kids. I rotate with other parents during the month to pick up the kids. Well, it's only me and my child and another child. So like last month, they picked up and took to school, and now this month I pick up and take to school. It works out. Today, yeah, fun. It gives you a little bit of a break. If you have to just take one child to school, it's worth it. So I've been watching what I've been eating since the new year. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to bring it up or mention too much about it because I want to make sure, somebody's noticing something before I even talking about, going on a diet or watching what I eat or changing my habits or things like that. So I had too many kids to do the carpools. Right now I am doing the carpool. It sucks when I have, hey, Lisa 54, thanks for coming in, guys. I haven't done the carpool lead thing in so long. I'm like, this is kind of funny because there's nothing else for me to do than either A, sit here because the car line is already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 6th car in line, and the school doesn't let out till 3:20. So this gives me a good 35, 40 minutes. Hi, Carla. How are you? Thanks for having me on this morning, sweetie. That was nice. Sorry, I couldn't hear Sarah. So because I couldn't hear Sarah, I jumped off. So because I wasn't sure if I was screwing up anybody's, voice control or whatever. So I'm so tired today. I got so much done yesterday. And I don't know if any of you saw my train video that I popped up. I curse so much. Oh my God. When my kids aren't in the car and my kids aren't around, I curse so much. When the kids are around, all I'm doing is yelling at my husband not to curse around the kids. It's a losing battle. It's a complete losing battle. And when I'm hearing stuff now coming out of my daughter, she'll say shit and bitch really easy. I'm like, no, I don't think so. I do not think so. I didn't get to say that. Hey, Lennon, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Oh my God, I haven't gone live since real live. I was live yesterday from the mall. I was bored out of my freaking mind. Only kindergarten car lines would pick up. We'll see. Now Grace will take the car ride. Will take the bus ride home because the middle school is 3 miles away, which is right next to You Are Beautiful, You Are Crazy. I look like hell right now. I've been trying to motivate myself to get out today and get some shopping done. I couldn't do it. Hey, Angie Ventures, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I'm seeing lots of familiar faces and I'm seeing some new faces here. So thanks it's awesome. I was like, oh boy, no one's going to be coming in here because I haven't gone live in a ridiculously long amount of time. It's been a while. Hey, Neil, I'm in the car rider line. How are you? This is great. I really thought, it was oh my God, I haven't gone live in 2 to 3 weeks. No one's going to jump on, but you guys did. I really appreciate it. I'll tell you what, I've heard about the stuff about what Shannon Doherty's going through. Get to pick up parents. I'm pick up and drop off this month. Carla's a very lovely woman. Was that Quaker Bridge Mall you showed? No, it was not. It was actually closer to you, Mary. It was dead. I have not seen that mall that dead. I go over there all the time, you know, but I haven't been over there in a while. But I went over there and so many of the stores were closed. So many. But the funny thing is, at the VR place at that mall I was at, by Sesame Place, there you go. I said it. Not doxing anyone. I was just right by Sesame Place yesterday. And my nephew has a picture. Hey, Red Rum Media. Oh, so glad to have you all here. I haven't been there in 15 years. Willow Grove is crap too. Yeah, and the Shaman is actually not that bad because it's nice and small. I like the real small malls now. Large malls, like, my kids want to go to the mall. And with the way this world is these days, I'm terrified to let them even go, even at the age they're at. It's me, Mike D. Hey, Mike D. I'm listening to my lithium right now. Oh, yeah. I don't care because I don't care about this thing. But I love lithium is my favorite station on Sirius. We have 2 large malls near us. It's not like it used to be. No. I mean, my daughter tried to, throw it in my face saying, oh, well, what did you do? I'm like, oh, I told you what I was doing at your age. Nope. We're not talking about that because nope. But yeah, we got to go to the mall, but it was different. It wasn't as scary as it is now. And I just can't. I don't have. The only mall I let my girls go to by themselves is the Montgomery Mall. You know what? I've never been to the Montgomeryville Mall. Yesterday was Oxford Valley. And hey, Judith Scott, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. And when you go into the Oxford Valley Mall, if anybody knows of the Oxford Valley Mall, it's in Pennsylvania near Sesame Place. There's one of those VR places in there. It's all the way at the end. There's like no stores down there besides that one. And there's a picture, and it's my nephew. And they get to go there as many times as they want, and they never ever go. Media is saying, yep. You might know it. Oh yeah, it's that VR place. Hey, Crazy Ann, how are you? So good to see you. Wow, I guess I picked a good time to go live today, didn't I? I'm just glad to see everybody and see everyone's doing pretty well. How's the weather over in Norway? You're in Norway, right, Crazy Ann? Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear. How are you, Ange Ventures? I'm just going to call Ange Ventures. And I'm free. I thought it wasn't going to be that cold. It actually is colder than I thought. I'm going to have to put up my heat now. Sorry. It's just not going to work. And now, wait, did it turn off? Yes. No, fuck. Sorry. It keeps telling me that there's something wrong with my gas cap. My gas cap is fine. I've checked it like 5 times, but the light keeps going off and it's getting me all annoyed. Hey, pal, thanks for coming in. Nice to see everybody today. I'm just literally doing, just the highs to everyone because I haven't been live. It's been a tough few weeks. Throwing up straight for, I don't know, 8 days. Well, no, because I was in the hospital 8 days and I didn't start throwing up until the Wednesday in there, and then that was awful. If I'm missing anyone, I apologize because I have this on my phone. Cold in Texas. Oh, really? It is a light winter. I mean, and apparently Mr. Punxsutawney Phil is saying spring, and my 9-year-old daughter's like, yesterday, it's really like spring. It's spring. I'm like, it's not spring. Hey, hanging with Mr. J. Nice in California. Well, it's always nice in California. We didn't really have much of a winter. I'm okay with that. I hate the winter. I hate the cold. I hate the snow. I hate it all. I really do. Much love to you, sweetie. So today I tried to go out and get to the store. I was out all day yesterday. I had 2 doctor's appointments. I had to stop by to get medication at one place. And then I went food shopping. Then I had to come and get my kids from school and then pick up my other daughter from play practice. I couldn't even think straight yesterday. I was just like, oh my God, this is insane. And I just found out that a friend that a lot of you know of, I haven't said it yet because it's her news to tell, not mine. But a friend of mine is coming to the United States who hasn't been here before. And I get to see her, and I'm really excited. It's 37 degrees. It's 43 degrees right now. I'm looking at that. And I still don't know why that gas cap light is on. The gas cap's on fine. And these are like, you can see from my straw, it's green. It's made with spinach, kale, pineapples, strawberries. I even think some peaches, even though I hate peach. And you mix it all up together. It is really, really good. You add just like a little bit of water and frozen vegetables and instant smoothie. It's delicious. Don't mock it until you try it, Mario. It's, my kids even like it. My kids hate everything. It's so good. I can, they're not even protein. I have to definitely get my protein. Like I'll eat my protein, and if I do have protein shakes at home, but this is just pretty much fruits and vegetables. That's all it is, with a couple of Truvillas on top of it, and then you blend it up in a blender. I have one of those Ninjas, and it works. And they're so good. My daughter, my youngest, she sticks her nose. She won't even put salad dressing on her salad. That's how plain she is. I'm like, don't you realize it will taste a lot better if you put a little bit of dressing on? Like, she's just, I think she thinks it all tastes the same. Sorry, I see people who are at the corner of my eyes coming towards the car. I'm always like, what was that? Don't use too much fruit. Oh, I don't. I pretty much, I have a couple of bags, and I keep the fruit low because I don't want to use too much sugar. So, yes. But it's been helpful. It's been really helpful. Like, and with my gastroparesis, I shouldn't be eating a lot anyway, because if I eat like a big meal, I can't eat a big meal. It makes me sick. I should be like skin and bones, but I'm not because we had to still order off the kids menu. Yeah. I know if I go, I can't, when I used to be able to eat fast food, I can't really eat fast food anymore. But when we used to go out, and I used to go and see Dave Matthews all over the place with my friends, we would always like hit McDonald's or something. And I always got the kids menu. I was always like, I'm not going to be eating 6 or 9 nuggets. My kids, they can devour a 10-piece nugget thing in no time. And that's good. You know, because my oldest, Grace, who you guys probably see the most on here, she's a ham. Oh, I was going to say, that looked like my mom for one second. I'm like, why would my mom be here? I love beets. Beets in your protein shakes? Oh, really? I'm not a beets kind of person. But I'll trust that it's good. A long time ago, I went on the, hey, Nabal, how are you? South of France. That's where I'm a little bit jealous of. I would like to be at the south of France and not sitting here with my heat cranked up to 71. A story that Judy Ron's been covering, that is an absolutely horrible. Hey, M's Coffee Convo. Oh my God, everybody's around today. This is great. I'm like, I'm going to be talking to myself. That's okay. So I prepared some things in my head because I thought I was going to be talking, but I'm talking to other people. And normally on my phone, I can never see what's actually going on. Because as all of you know who normally use like the chat and stuff, you can see it on one side, but here it pops up and it like disappears and let you put your finger on it. So I try to make sure I'm saying hi to everybody. So if I didn't, I apologize. I try to. I really do. And I also have my, if you ever want to email me, my email's in my About Me section. I need to update my About Me section a little bit more. I know I've been missing streaming from my car. I know. I haven't done this because I haven't taken or picked up the girls from school since November. So it's been real easy for me. This is like the first time I was supposed to pick them up the other day, but I just got here in time which was yesterday, because I was at the doctor and I was getting my infusion. And as I'm getting my infusion, like, I have the worst veins. And I mean, you have to see the way that they sometimes beat me up. I showed a picture, I think, on my Instagram. I had like a bruise like up here. I still have a pretty big bruise right here from being at the hospital. But my veins are awful. And I've come, and it's funny because I will tell people in the medical field who are in there, and honestly, what I'm telling you, this is kind of funny stuff. This is not, don't be sorry, honestly, this is funny stuff. You have to find the humor in stuff. You have to. If you don't, you won't get through it. Yesterday, she was trying here, and what she did was she blew the vein, and it all starts to puff out. Now, when I was in the hospital, I had to get an endoscopy. This is funny. I had to get an endoscopy. I was freaking out because they didn't have a vein at the time, and they couldn't find one. They had people come up from ER, things like that, to try to find a vein. They couldn't find a vein in my arm, in my hands, whatever. So they're like, well, you're going to go to endoscopy. Oh, hello, officer. We have a new officer here that's here every day. I love it. I love that the kids have the safety of the officer here. And normally the elementary schools didn't have them, but now every single school has at least 2 officers, and I love it. So I'm grateful to have them here. With that being said, I was talking about my endoscopy. So this woman comes in, she gets the ultrasound machine, she puts it up against the arm, and so she finds, she's like, I found a vein, but it's really, really deep. I'm like, I don't care, get it in so I can get this done with, because I hate getting knocked out. I hate getting knocked out. So the worst thing about an endoscopy is they have to put like almost like a ball gag in your mouth before they knock you out. So they like turn the lights off. The guy shoots the propofol through, and it is burning. And I mean, and I could feel how hard my arm got. I knew he infiltrated the vein, and the vein blew, and all the propofol went inside my arm. I'm like, and he's like, what? And I'm like, it's not in. And I have this ball gag thing, and he's understanding what I'm saying. He's like, no, I bet you have it in there. I'm like, my eyes are open. I'm talking to you. And if anybody has had propofol for, being out in twilight or whatever for any kind of procedure, you know for a fact it's like 3, 2, and you're gone. Like there's no time where you're just like looking at someone like, I'm still awake. If I'm sitting here going looking at you like this and I'm still awake, I'm still awake. So he's like pressing. I'm like, stop pressing. So he's like, all right. So you can kind of see he got it like right here. And I'm like, dude, don't go for that vein. They roll, they blow. And I'm like getting freaked out that none of this is going to happen. Officers for the elementary schools has been a huge debate here lately. My husband thinks he's going ahead and do it. Who would have, whoops, I missed. Hold on. Sorry. Who would have thought we would need them? Yeah, I agree. But we had one scare, and I'll get back to the endoscopy story. We had one scare last year, and I was down in a doctor in Philadelphia, and I heard that all the schools here were on lockdown because there was a suspicious person walking around the intermediate school. After that, I'm never going to argue about it. And yeah, people bitched about it here too, but I don't know. They're here to protect the kids. That's all I know. That's all I care about, as long as they're directing traffic, which they've never done before, which is great because some of these people who are driving cars are not that smart. I'm not that smart either. I mean, I have to be honest, but at least I know my way. I've been coming here for 8 years. I'll never argue it either. Exactly. I love it. So back to the endoscopy story. He gets the vein in here, shocked the shit that he did. But it was more of like, know it all. I was so kind of mad because I told him, I'm like, it's not the best, but go ahead. I'm like, wherever you can get it, I don't care. Hey, Eagle, how are you? Eagle VP, I'll call you. So, he puts the propofol, and what he goes, I'm going to numb it. He wound up numbing the whole area, so I didn't even feel like the intravenous go in, like the IV needle go in. And then all of a sudden I'm sitting there and he pushes it through. I can't feel the burning because he numbed my skin already. And I could like feel like everything's closing in. And I'm like, it's working. And I woke up and my mouth is still going. I'm like, is it over? And they're like, yeah, it's over. I'm like, have I been talking the whole time? They're like, pretty much. So that was at least the one funny part of being in the hospital. Was it's not the first time that it's happened to me with propofol either. And they literally, an anesthesiologist went into one of these veins here, swore that this is where they wanted to go, this is where they wanted to be. They go in and they're wrong. And they were wrong, and I said, I told you. So they went in through my foot. Now, if you go in through my foot, it's really easy. But if you're knocked out with propofol, it at least takes maybe about 3 minutes longer, because normally when you get propofol, like, it goes and you're out. When you get it in your foot, it's got to go all the way up your body, and then it takes a while for you to actually go out and come out of it. So, ooh, I'm going to put this on for a second, because I saw Mike D in here. Brothers, you know so well, it started way back in history with us, MTA and me, Mike D. Sorry. Love the Beastie Boys. Oh, here comes one of the teachers. I gotta say hi because I put it down. Hello. I got good. My month.
Oh, I was gonna say I haven't seen you.
I know. Oh, duh, my car's on. We have to pull up now because for whatever reason, people don't like to pull all the way up all the time. I don't get it. But I got about 5 minutes that I can hang out with you guys, and then I gotta go, because then I go home, and then it's homework time. As some of you may know, you got to deal with the homework, the kids first. This is secondary. Sometimes it feels like it's primary, but it's not. But I think I consider myself more a subscriber than it's too freaking cold. I consider myself more of a subscriber than I am a creator. I don't know about you all, but when you watch YouTube, you can't even find that. I mean, you can't. Last night, the drama on the TV was pretty funny, though. It's probably the one time I've actually put the phone down to watch something, was to watch Trump and Pelosi go at it. And so passive aggressive on both sides. And hey, Miss Murder's in here, or is she in here? GK. I love her too, and she knows I love her. She's probably still sleeping. Eagles fan, and you like the Beastie Boys? Yeah. I love the Beastie Boys. I love Eminem. I know. There was one time my kids, I took them on when my daughter was in the intermediate school, we took them down to some like museum, and now I have to go like on trips with her due to her type 1 diabetes, which isn't such a bad thing. Kind of gets me out for the day. If I can go. That's always the if I can go. And so we went down there, and I'm listening to Eminem, Venom in my ears, because I'm not a history buff, man. I'm not one of those people who goes and likes to stare at art. It's just not my thing. I like going to concerts. I like going to movies. Eagles. I like my Eagles. God knows I like my Eagles. And it was so funny when the playoff games were happening, and right around then, I was going over my friend Tina's house and my friend Denise. And if anybody has seen the picture that was on, I had a picture up on my community. My friend passed away. It was 5 years last Friday. It's really normally a really hard day for me, and it was a really difficult day altogether. But I knew I had just gotten out of the hospital, and the only thing I wanted to do was be with my best friend. I mean, that's all I wanted to do, was be with her. And so me, Denise, a bunch of all the police officers he used to work with, he had passed away. I know I've talked about this before. He passed away running in a marathon. He was the most fit guy. He was an aquatarian. I didn't know there was such a thing, but an aquatarian is apparently somebody who only eats fish. I didn't know that. There's like vegan, there's this, there's so many different things. So yeah, he used to yell at me about drinking milk, and my daughter is like, loves milk. I'm like, I can't get her away from milk. It's never, he's like, it's so bad. It's so bad. The hormones, the this, the that. I said, yeah, I know there's some stuff, but I'm telling you, I think that's what's screwing up most of our bodies is all the crap shit that we put in our, like all this like processed crap. I do think that's why like when I drink these and I just stick with protein, I have to cream my coffee though. I agree, JK. Cannot take my cream away. There's certain things I won't give up. That I won't give up. I still like a little bit of carbs. If I feel like having a carb that day, I will. If I don't, I won't. But it's so far, this has been working for me, and this has worked for me before. And it's hard for me to exercise, so I have to have a stronger willpower than I do when it comes to exercise, because it's really hard for me to exercise, especially in weather like this. Stuff I've learned during vet school. You were in vet? Wait a minute. You were in vet school? All right, now I'm learning something extremely new about you. Yes, and I'll tell you what, my dog is allergic to chicken, so I can't buy any chicken products for my dog because they said that they believe that she's allergic to all sorts of birds. So we have to give her, she loves bacon. Oh my God, but everyone tells you bacon's now bad for dogs. How's bacon bad for dogs? But I mean, you got to give them a little bit. She doesn't eat treat foods either for dogs. I didn't know that. No. I decided to stop in May and go back to work once we moved. Yeah. And if I could go back to radio though, I would in a heartbeat. I would in a heartbeat. I was still a student when I started my channel. I didn't know that. Oh my God. The things you learn. That's amazing. That's amazing. I did not know that. That is something new I am learning today. I'm going to want to find out a little bit more about you then. Even more so. I mean, you and I have found out that we've had very many similar common, like we've both been cheerleaders. We both worked for radio stations. I was like, Ems and I are very similar. Although Ems has got beautiful makeup. I don't know how to do makeup like hers. And my eyes are like really dark with circles right now. I guess they're just about, we're getting ready to let these kids out now. So I've been watching Ems from the beginning. So have I, Carla. So have I. I've been watching Ems. I've enjoyed her from the very beginning. Carla, I think. Well, I hope you do finish. That's awesome. So that's my story for today. I'm glad we all got to catch up. I will be going live. My husband bought me stuff for my birthday that has everything to do with like a microphone, and I got headphones now that actually freaking work. So I don't have to worry about the Streamlabs. So yay, paddle up time. I will see you all later. Here come the kids and here comes everybody else. So thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning in. It was so awesome seeing everybody. Bye.